And joining me now to debate, Priyanka Tibrewal, spokesperson of the BJP in West Bengal, Jayanta Ghoshal, senior journalist, Tausif Ahmed Khan, advocate and political analyst, and Rajat Sethi, political commentator. He'll be joining us in just a moment from now. Priyanka, coming to you first, the BJP has been calling for a CBI probe, has been saying that the West Bengal government and police cannot be depended on to conduct an independent investigation into Sandeshkhali. So how much of a vindication is today's order by the Kolkata High Court to you?
Hi, very good evening, Shiv. If you go through the order, Shiv, which the Honorable Court has passed today, you will see on a number of places they have spoken about, to find out the facts, to ascertain what is the correct position, by which they meant that, these acquisitions and allegations were not just against the goons of the TMC, but since it was my petition, I have leveled number of charges against the ruling dispensation, their administration, which includes the police officials as well as the land BLRO officers, the SDPO officers. So if they have to investigate, how will they investigate cases which are against them? So there has to be an independent investigation, and that's the reason I was only asking for, appointment of a committee, an independent committee, which should be consisting of a member from an HRC or something. But the court here, they have handed over the matter to CBI because they feel that CBI will be able to find out facts, as there are criminal evidences and cases which are involved and engulfed, including, the charges of women rape, women assault. Out of the 600 affidavits which I had filed, I just read one affidavit before the court, which was, of a gang rape, that they take the women to a TMC's office and they keep her there for 13 long days. And, a group of men rape her every day. And then she's asked not to file an FIR, and police takes no FIR, also goes to the police station.
How does, Tausif, to bring you in now, how does anyone not see this as a big setback to the Bengal government? They've been, first of all, late in acknowledging what happened in Sandeshkhali, still under investigation. Now the Kolkata High Court, with scathing words, hands this investigation to the CBI. This makes the West Bengal government look doubly bad. It's a big setback.
The Sandeshkhali issue is a closed chapter. Government took all adequate actions, and the matter, according to the court's order, has gone to CBI.
52 days late. 52 days late. What closed chapter are you talking about?
As soon as the clarification from the High Court came regarding the on the arrest
that has been rebutted also. But anyway, please complete your point.
Then so that's a closed chapter so far the Bengal voters are concerned. But one chapter which still remains open is the killing of the 4 innocent men in Sheetalkuchi, Kuch Bihar, by the bullets of CRPF Jawan who had been given license to kill the voters. That is still open.
On this show,
it was today.
Tausif, you're mistaking News Track for a different show where we tolerate whataboutery and diversionary tactics. We don't. On India Today, if you notice a few hours ago and a couple of days ago, you would have noticed that we reported on that story. So we do not ignore such stories. We're talking about Sandeshkhali right now because you're saying it's a closed chapter, which is ridiculous. It's been transferred to the CBI. How is it a closed chapter?
Shiv, the reason I brought Sheetalkuchi is because it was on today's date, 10th of
I get that.
2021.
I get that. I get what you're saying. I'm saying that the story has been reported by us.
Yes.
You're taking two different things.
No, there is complete silence. Pin drop silence by the Home Minister, by the CBI, by the Election Commission.
How does that change what's happening in Sandeshkhali?
NIA officer Dhanram Singh,
who
has met
Tausif, it cannot be condoned.
Why there is no investigation?
Tausif,
Can NIA officer Dhanram
it cannot be condoned. The silence of the BJP or anybody cannot be condoned on issues where you're talking about whataboutery. I am saying talk about Sandeshkhali. I am a journalist. I'm asking you.
Forget
about the BJP.
I've already told you. On Sandeshkhali, all the arrests were made within time, except, as you are saying, that 50 days delays on the Sheikh Saja issue, which was also made after the High Court clarification. Now,
Why did the court
investigation
take a
is going
suo
on.
motu
Priyanka, one
matter
sec, let him
then?
finish.
The
I'll come to you.
investigation is going on. I am asking, what action did BJP take or the Election Commission take on the specific name given by the Trinamool delegation that NIA officer Dhanram Singh met with Jitendra Tiwari, BJP leader, and handed some sort of a list. When will this be probed? Is there a nexus with
Okay.
the NIA
Tausif,
and BJP?
unfortunately,
Are they
you
acting as
don't
a
intend
tool
to
of
handle
the
the
political
topic at
party?
hand.
Is this allowed?
You think that by saying that it's a closed chapter for voters, you don't need to address the question that I'm asking you. But I'll come back to both of you in just a moment. Let me bring Jayantada also in on this. Jayantada, what do you think? Is Sandeshkhali a closed chapter as far as Bengal voters are concerned? For this to be handed to the CBI, that can go into its own loop as far as the tutu meme politics of BJP and Trinamool are concerned. But politically speaking, how do you see it, Jayantada?
No, you see, what Tausif is saying, that is the TMC's official position also,
Yeah.
that it's a closed chapter because TMC wants to close this chapter. But as a journalist, as a political analyst, after this High Court order especially, because High Court is not representing any political party,
Yeah.
when High Court has ordered CBI inquiry, it has become a new political tool of BJP also. And today Home Minister also has raised this issue. So that issue is not over. But, Shiv, I have some caveat also that Supreme Court has given an observation that there should be always there is a timeline for the investigation and there should be some maintenance of privacy in every cases. If it is a political weapon and if after 2004 this election, if there is no substantiate conclusion, then the Bengal people also will be very sad and sorry because there will be no consequence if it is only a political battle. And today West Bengal has become a political battleground. And this Sandeshkhali is not only a woman issue or the atrocity issue, it has become a very major politics of polarization also.
Yes.
Because now Trinamool Congress, Mamata Banerjee is using the CA also to consolidate the Muslim vote bank also because Muslim are also very insecure and the division of Muslim vote, if doesn't take place, that is disadvantage BJP in spite of everything. And so this Sandeshkhali has become a major Hindutva issue also. Today, I followed the speech of Home Minister that how 370, Kashmir, all the issues are linked with Sandeshkhali's corruption, Sandeshkhali's woman atrocity, all this. So it's a package campaign.
So it's not
the
very important point you're making, Jayantada. You're saying that it's not just an atrocities issue. It has all these different issues. The BJP has invested a whole amount of energy in this issue, independently and also because there are elections coming. But Rajat, I want to bring you in on this. The official position of the Trinamool Congress, Rajat, I hope you can hear me, is that this is a closed chapter. And that, as far as voters are concerned, there's nothing more to it. But today it's been handed over to the CBI. What do you think? Is it a closed chapter?
Well, if wishes were horses, they would be riding it. They would wish that it is a closed chapter. It is not a closed chapter. This is the single biggest agenda, political agenda, which would serve as the nemesis for the TMC. I mean, Ma Mati Manush, Ma, if they ignore, can they go and conclude their political project? This is just not going to happen. My sense is, women had risen in favor of Mamata almost 10, 15 years back. The same women will rise against Mamata now. And the angst of people, common people, is just too severe for her to ignore. Deep down, she wouldn't be comfortable. She wouldn't be comfortable with a free pass that she has given to riot mongers in the state. Today, even NIA is insecure in the state of West Bengal. Can you imagine the state of affairs? I mean, NIA is our foremost agency which nabs international grade terrorists, and terrorists fear NIA, but NIA is attacked in West Bengal. That is the state of affairs. The people of West Bengal will have to understand every investment in either real estate or projects, setting up factories, everybody who's invested into the future of West Bengal would be shivering right now, scared of the future.
It's
So
probably...
my point is, this is a make or break battle for West Bengal. They need to find when is the right time when they have to close this chapter and move and find a more sane leadership which can drive the state into a positive direction. I think this is where the intelligentsia will have to get together and put a break to this.
Okay.
We
all of this happens.
Have to call it out.
What the Kolkata High Court has said today comes at a time when a large chunk of the Trinamool leadership is sitting in Delhi holding dharnas, being dragged away by the police, being very combative about misuse of agencies, etc. Today's ruling by the High Court in Kolkata makes the government, puts the spotlight very much back on, on dereliction of duty by the West Bengal government.
No,
ultimately, it's a perception battle also. Apart from the investigation itself, and Jayanta raised an important issue about whether this will finally lead to any, clarity about what happened in Sandeshkhali. But for the purposes of an election, it's about also the perception. Perceptionally, the West Bengal government is on the back foot. It's looking defensive now.
No, it's the perception that the BJP worker is trying to create. See, you and I cannot stop any BJP worker from approaching the court. As long as they have a petition, court will hear them and court will pass an order. Whatever court feels good, we are all bound by it. The investigation is continuing. Whatever is the outcome, law will take its own course. It is not within the purview of the state government now. All the police officers are reporting to the Election Commission. The model code of conduct is effective now. Now, if anyone wants to discuss on the basis of the court order passed today, they are free to discuss that. And similarly, I am also free to remind the people of Bengal and remind the central agencies that it was the CRPF officers who killed 4 innocent voters standing on the queue on the fourth phase in Sitalkuchi, Kuch Bihar. They were killed for no reason. And the family is grieving.
Priyanka, I'll come to you. Let him finish.
Today, the family is grieving there. And the martyrs and there's a vigil being carried out in the evening. Also, I am free to remind everyone what is happening on NIA allegation by the Trinamool that NIA officer Dhanram Singh had a backdoor meeting with Jitendra Tiwari, a BJP leader. Is there a nexus? Is there a nexus between them?
Basically anything but take the question on, Tauseef.
Investigated. It has to be investigated. No, the agencies cannot act like a tool of any party.
Priyanka,
which is what
Sandeshkhali has been compared, the BJP says Sandeshkhali is going to be a, ultimately it's in the courts right now. We'll have to see where the investigation goes. There's a big election ahead. So the last couple of minutes I want to ask you is, does the BJP believe that Sandeshkhali is going to be a big signal moment? Yes, I know you're going to say that this has nothing to do with elections or politics. It's a big issue, but there is a big election coming. We are talking about voters. We are talking about Nari Shakti and Nari Samman, etc.
Well, Shiv, in this case, I would just like to tell you that I am the advocate of the victims and I am representing them. So now the bigger question is that my friend Tauseef sitting here is also an advocate, but he felt no pain for the women or the victims. Nobody had stopped him. He could have gone to the court of law, but you see, they very well knew that something is wrong on the ground. That is why no objections were raised, no voices, they came up in the court. And now also they are on a denial state that nothing has absolutely happened. Now, again, I will tell you, he just mentioned that, some BJP worker goes and some petition is taken and some petition is heard. Let me remind him once again, and he should be in the court more often, that this was a matter suo motu taken up by the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice felt that there is a need that this matter should be taken up. Not just that, 700 complaints are now going to the CBI with a list of names of people who have told people on the ground that we will behead you and play football with your head. So don't you think that these women who have been raped constantly, these people who have been tortured, their sons murdered, and they say, Ma, Mati, Manush, don't you think that this will have an impact? Now he's trying to scare the voters. Now just let me finish this. He's trying to scare the voters by reminding them of Sitalkuchi. I will also remind you that people killed in Sitalkuchi was because of Mamata Banerjee. She told them that, get violent. Use
You know,
violence
Sital
as your
Tusi was a
weapon.
turning
Go and
point for
attack.
BJP.
She
BJP
said, go and
was
attack the
started.
NIA.
Okay,
It is
okay.
Mamata Banerjee
It
who should be
started
put behind
BJP's
bars.
downfall.
I'm out of time.
It is
BJP
Mamata
was getting.
Banerjee
Priyanka
who
and
should be
Tausif,
put
I'm out
behind
of
bars
time.
for
I'm out of
inciting
time.
violence.
Okay, I'm out of time, but yeah, you know, the strong points are noted. This is obviously going to become a bigger talking point going forward. The Trinamool believes it's a closed chapter as far as the politics of it is concerned. What the CBI finally finds out, as Jayanta Das said, we'll have to see. That investigation continues, but we have a big election coming up, and we'll have to see whether Sandeshkhali truly resonates in the minds of voters. Thank you to all of my guests for joining me